What's going on, everybody? This is Nate the Great here again, bringing you part 7 of Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Last video I made, I called myself by Immortal Dragon Lord, which was my old YouTube name. Name I don't use anymore. The second I looked over the video and I heard it, immediately I was like, shoot. Old habits die hard, I guess. Anyway, so I don't plan on being on a lot. Oh, shouldn't say a lot. I don't plan on being on here very long tonight. It's already late. We're on that, and I want to shower and go to sleep soon. So we'll make this a bit quicker than the last video I did. So last time we finished the task with Brother Regan and Nanny Hatton. So oh yeah, we gotta go speak to Herc Adwald too, which we shall. But before we do that, we have another quest just outside of St. Odwig's here. Towards a woman, or to a woman, who's right here. Sister Zelda. Legend of Zelda reference there.
Have you come to protest the mission as
What
well? The news has spread to every village. It's on every tongue. We are so close. St. Odwig's cannot resist much longer. And once it relents, all others will follow in its wake. The tome will be ours.
Did you guys see that? My character's like all over the place there. Like, whoa. We'll do that in a bit. Let's go through the dialogue first, as always.
If such creatures were not part of the authorities' plan, then they would not exist in nature, period. Mitharu's divine order governs all, even the Fae.
There it is again. You gotta love games and their glitches.
He would be a good man if he could see past the rigidity of his faith. Mitharu embraces all, not simply those that the church deems worthy.
Rigidity. I like the sound of that word. I don't think I've heard that word before. I'll have to look that up later.
It is the name I chose when I baptized myself in the clear waters of Mitharu. I have undergone the ordination rites, and am as legitimate as any monk. You don't know. It is less a mission than a fortress of deception, a citadel of lies. It throws its menacing shadow over all of Gorehart. Father Dinwell will try to defend his cause, but he is simply a soldier, marching to the orders passed down to him. None of them have minds of their own. She was wronged by someone in this village. That is an injustice I can understand. By its appearance, you'd assume Gorehart is a pleasant place. Never make assumptions.
This applies to everything in life. Not just a place you live. People too, for that matter. Including... Well, no. I won't state my politics on here. That's not what you guys are here to see. What news?
Father Dinwell is denying that women can be ordained as members of the Order of Mitharu, despite scripture to the contrary. I know that they've got the proof in their reliquary, an ancient ordination tome, but they've never let me close enough to get a glance. All are welcome into Mitharu's embrace. Ha! The hypocrites!
I will get the tome for you.
Don't commit any crimes on my account. Of course, if Mitharu compels you to see justice done, then I won't stand in your way.
Where is the tome, even though we already know?
The Brothers of St. Odwig's perpetual mission keep the valuable tome in their reliquary, but no one outside the Order is allowed a glimpse.
Like that's gonna stop me. We're gonna do the members only quest. And I might see if this place has other valuables too. I don't see why not. But in the reliquary, there's this quest that we're doing to get that tome. But there's another quest in here as well. And wait, are there 2 quests? Oh, yeah. Actually, I think I know what this one is too. Okay. Before we do that, though, it's... Is it, oh no, it's right over here. There's a quest over here to browse Brother Till's collection. This locked bookshelf houses the collection of Brother Till, the late scripture master of St. Odric's perpetual mission. From the looks of the titles on the remaining books, Till's literary interests tended toward the lewd and lascivious. I think I said that word right. You may retrieve all of the missing volumes and return them to Till's collection for a reward, of which we will accept. This is also a very long quest, and by that, I mean you have to find all the books, of which there are 10, scattered throughout all of Amalur. In Webwood, Glendara, the Sheed, just to name a few places. Oh. Yeah. You can also go to the tier later. You can find more in Apatir and in the city of Edessa. There's some you can find over here by Rathir or in Rathir. And some in the region of Cluricon as well. So, it's not a quick quest. You have to proceed with the entire main story until almost the very end in order to complete this quest. So, not something we will be doing right now. We're here for the Ordination Tome. Is it that simple? Yes, it is. I'm not stealing those. I don't even know why I'm trying to steal this stuff in general. Oh. Well, these three I'll take. Yeah. Take care of that. Before we leave, let us go speak with Brother Delph here. Which I remember this quest now, I think.
Oh, I didn't see you come in. I was reading this letter and... Is there anything I never thought it would happen. They're coming. Even with everything else going on in this village, the Red Legion is coming for me.
Yep. This is the quest that I thought it was, for sure. So that dagger that I retrieved from Osgar Krast, one of the Red Legion guys, when I was destroying those crates with the deadly formula that Karth had given to them. Yeah, that guy's tied to this quest that Brother Delph offers you.
I'll admit it. My past is a tapestry of drunkenness and loose morals, women and wine. I'm not proud of it, but I couldn't have gotten where I am without making mistakes. The people here are kind, yet suspicious. They believe the mission harbors secrets, and they're right. It filled the hunger I was hoping to sate with wine, women, anything and everything. The mission gives my life meaning.
What does the Red Legion want?
I was not always the pious man you see before you. No, I was a scoundrel, a raider in the dreaded Red Legion, a gang of the notorious bandit Red the Dead Idward. But plunder could not sustain me. I wanted something more. Several of us faked our deaths and deserted, always knowing that Red might track us down. And now, he has. It's all here in Red's letter. He demands we satisfy the blood rite. 2 lives for 1. He'll let me go, but only if I kill the men who deserted with me. But I cannot.
Isn't there another way?
I could hand myself over to Red, but he'd have me killed. The only other choice is to kill the men who left with me. I can't do that. I'm not the man I used to be.
So in other words, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. That's problems for you. I will take care of it.
I do what I must. I only hope Ugnar and Itrin will forgive me. Ugnar works in Gorhart village. Itrin haunts the ruins near Haxi, still struggling with his demons. Be on your guard. I fear they will likely come for me as well. When it's finished, take their daggers and bring them to Red Edward. He will demand proof. Take mine to start. Good luck, my friend. May Mitharu bless you.
Okay, I was wrong. I thought Oscar Karas was for this quest. But he's Red Legion, yeah, so maybe that's where I got the connection from, but no. Oscar Karas is part of something else. I forgot what, though. Alright, disregard what I said in the last video.
It is a sacrament of the Red Legion. When you commit a crime, you must pay a penance. Surrender your life, or the lives of 2 others. Ugnar could always be found by Red's side, Red's right hand. But beneath his brutal exterior, Ugnar was a good man, tortured by the ghosts of his dead wife and children. Itrin, however, rivals only Red Edward in his bloodlust. They say he was once a Justicar, but was expelled for brutality. His devotion to his god Enadon is fanatical. I fought under Red for years, yet I know nothing of him. I do know this. He will do anything to get what he wants. The most dangerous kind of man is one without limits.
Ain't that the truth? Where are the others?
Ugnar works for the inn at Gorhart. Itrin has taken to calling himself the Shade, and robs travelers in Haxi. Mitharu is with you.
Oh, Delph's chest. Okay, I can't do anything with that. I'm not gonna steal anything, but we gotta open this footlocker. Nothing I want. Alright, I can turn in one quest at least. Man, time just flies by doing this. I don't know how I'm already 10 minutes in. That's nuts. Yeah, it's a bit later for me to be doing this than it was the night prior. So, new episode of South Park on, and another show called Digman on Comedy Central. Tomorrow. I almost thought she was dead on the stairs for a second. Give this to her.
Great Mitharu, sack of gold to see the look on Father Dinwell's face. You'll be able to the order. Mitharu does embrace all. Thank you. I won't need any gold as a servant of Mitharu. Take what I have. It's yours. I will remember you in my prayers.
Hey, more gold for me. I won't complain.
Need something?
Now, let me think. Out of the past, that's... Oh, yeah. Udgar is right over here. Is that his name? Udgar? Or did I butcher that? Ugnar. I butchered that name. Oh, hold on a sec. Just ignore him and go straight for the chest. And I'm gonna save because I think he has a speech check. We're gonna find out.
Make it quick. I've got work to do. Can't pay my debts with firewood, not in Gorhart.
Can't pay your debts when you're sleeping on the job either, guy.
The peace between mortals and the Fae is a passing one. They will always see us as occupiers of this land. We borrow what can never be given. Those fools in that mission on the hill are wasting their days. Creatures of such power do not worship gods. They are gods. suits my needs just fine. It's remote, away from the shadows of the Crystal Wall. It's also quiet. Well, most of the time. If there was ever a reason to believe that Fae and mortals cannot live together, it is this strange and brutal war. The Alpha fight without any true knowledge of the enemy they face. I've seen this kind of conflict before and it never ends well.
Just a boatload of information here, aren't you?
Gorhart is an Almain settlement, so you won't find too many Alpha here. They tend to stay close to Rathia, their city on the coast. I don't mind them. What do you know of the Red Legion? Whatever is that, I'm better off in the end. Ignorance is bliss, my friend. Their goal is to convince the Fae of their folly. But one cannot reason with the sunrise, ask the wind to cease its chill. You should speak with them if you haven't already. They are a sorry lot, and their numbers dwindle. Men forsake their faith and disappear into the woods, or worse. I'd rather not talk about it. My past is a murky place. It's better not to enter, lest you wish to get lost there.
Alright, now we can do this. Delph sent me.
I knew it was only a matter of time, and I'm not surprised. Delph will do anything to save his own hide, but hiring a sword to do his bloody work is disgraceful. If you want to collect my dagger, you'll have to fight me for it. Steel for steel. I used to be quite the scrapper. Didn't Delph tell you that?
Why won't you give it to me?
Edward knows where I am. When he shows up, the only thing to keep me from death is still having this knife.
Come on. Yeah, so he does have a speech check. Thought so. Don't play Red's game.
You're right. I've spent years trying to bury my past, hoping to wash away my sins with an honest day's work. If I took the blood right, Red would owe me once more. Take my dagger. Tell him I'm dead. For the Agnar Odgrey you once knew is truly gone.
Alright.
What's up, my friend?
Easy peasy. Itren's dagger's all that's left. But we're not worrying about that anymore, because he is further out. We're not doing that, so. Let's go back to building bridges. And I believe the actual, well, I don't know if it's the actual quest for Oscar Crest's dagger. I honestly don't remember. But I do know that there's a quest for one of the factions in this game. Of which...
What is it?
Speak with Herc first.
You made it. Just in time, too. Give me the... Someone must go to the Fae and explain what happened here. One small misunderstanding and we'll no longer just be strangers to the Fae. We'll be enemies.
Why is the girl important?
She is a member of the House of Ballads, the legendary court of Fae heroes. They are warriors without equal, with centuries of glory to their names. If one of their own was killed by a mortal, the House of Ballads and its king would bring a fierce vengeance upon us. Gorhart would be a ruin by day's end.
The House of Ballads is another faction that you can join in this game, even though the Fae will claim that mortals cannot join their ranks. Good story. A few good items in that one too. But we'll get to that. What can we do?
I'm not sure yet, but this is bad. She's Fae. Even worse, she's a knight in the House of Ballads. Fae don't kill their own, so it must have been someone in Gorhart. If the House of Ballads learns of this, the king will burn Gorhart to the ground. They see all mortals as invaders. We could go to the Warsworn and get an oath of protection, but that would require payment. We mustn't cover this up. But who do we tell?
I go to the Warsworn Keep for that too. But just because we want to play this the right way, we're gonna have some integrity. Or rather, I'm going to have some integrity. So I will go to the House of Ballots.
You're turning out to be very helpful, my friend. You have my gratitude. I'll see to it that you're honored. Rumor says that the House of Ballots has its headquarters not far from here, in Glendara to the northeast. Try to gain entrance if you can.
Jesus, did all this stuff reset? Pretty sure I spoke to him about all this, but no matter.
Peaceful Fae make up the tribe known as the Court of Summer. They are led by a king in a faraway city, hidden from mortal eyes. That's about all I know. Little more than rumors and stories from my youth. Our fate rests in the hands of a few chosen who fight in the east. You wouldn't even know it in Gorhart. We're miles away from the smoke and the screams. I've spent most of my life dealing with them, but they aren't like us. Not at the core. They don't know what it means to be a man who sweats to feed his family. Gorhart has become a sort of refuge for those settlers who wish to live a life free of Fae. I don't see that lasting. Not with the war. Not with everything changing. We keep a precarious peace with the Court of Summer, one that's tested every day. I lie awake at night worrying what kind of disaster awaits me in the morning. But we're a good community full of good people. We have our eccentrics, sure, but we work hard and live quietly. That's the best anyone can do these days. I'm the Warden of Gorhart, and a poor one at that. I've been back from the war for only 6 months and been Warden for less than 2. Now here I am with an injured Fae on my doorstep. I'm a disgrace.
Hey, don't sell yourself short like that, guy. Practice makes perfect. Just make sure you're more alert, that's all.
All I know is what I learned in my youth. The heroism of King Wenson and his court of enchantments. My gran spoke of them nightly as she sat by my bedside. For all I know, the House of Ballots is nothing more than myth. But I have a feeling that it exists, somewhere out in the deep mists of the Feylands.
And exist it does.
I've seen many bandit clans in the Crystal War and back home. But these men are a particular breed. They like their victims weak and bloody. The Red Legion has been a presence in the area for several weeks now. Our people are scared to show their faces after dark. Once they fought the Beasts of Chaos, marching to glory through many victories. Sadly, they fell, as all great men do. Now they're nothing more than hired blades. Anyone can earn their allegiance with a few pieces of gold.
Where is the House of Ballots?
It's east of here, in the meadows of Yolvin. The Feylands are a wicked place, crawling with creatures so strange you'll assume you're dreaming.
Alright.
Farewell.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... well, get experience picking this lock first off. Nothing was taken. And actually, what is in the desk? Nope, nothing. Alright. I'm going to do one more thing. I honestly don't feel like playing too much tonight. But this is the last thing I will do for right now. Actually, where are the merchants? Dita, Ulford.
Pull up a stool, stranger. We don't have much, but what we have won't leave a hole in your pocket. Are you here about that Fey girl they found outside?
I am, yes, but we're not going to talk to you right now. Just want to sell a few things. Probably isn't much, but still. Clear my inventory capacity while I still have the chance. I think that's all. Yeah, I can do. Yeah.
Stick around.
I'll talk to her later. We're talking to this fella here. Ost or Dura? And then I'm calling it.
Times are hard. But hard times can pay if you're willing to take risks. If you have the sword and stomach for this sort of work, We could use another strong arm among the Warsworn.
I don't know why the angle is always like this. No matter. Now, notice for this character how, in the dialogue, you have a flag on the right. That flag indicates that this character is associated with a faction, and what also shows what faction they're affiliated with. For this faction, it is the Warsworn. Yeah, we're going to talk about these few things, and then we'll go from there.
Peaceful enough, if it's peace and quiet you like. Trouble with bandits and rogues now and then, that's when they send for me. There's a war in the east, and Dalentarth's got our own troubles with the Red Legion thieves. Some say they've seen Tuatha in these parts. Fools. I'll believe that when I see it.
Wow, suddenly all this is opened up.
That's me. Warsworn since before you've been drawing breath. An Oathblade near as long. Easy now, stripling. Earn your way to Pledge Shield first. Then, in 5 or 10 years' good service, you'll make Oathblade.
Except this is a video game. That shit may happen in real life, but it doesn't happen in a fictional game like this.
A name taken by some lot of scoundrels to glorify their thievery. A name breeds fear and doesn't die like a man. But killing the men who use the name is a start, eh? Shieldring, the oldest home to the Warsworn, in the Feylands at least. They're unlike any Fey you've ever seen. Red eyes to match their armor, and fierce as rabid wolves. Fey are folk, but not mortal folk. They're not concerned with the things we mortals are. What have you been living under? We've been at war with the Tuatha for 15 years.
Is that how long that war's been going on for? Before the beginning of the story? Huh. That's the first I've heard of it. I haven't played this game so many times. Huh. The more you know. Tell me about the Warsworn.
Some may try to color it with fancy words, but we're warriors for hire, the best in these lands. You'll find those who have taken the oath are held in the highest respect all over Amalur.
And I would like to join.
You could head straight to Shieldring Keep and pledge your sword. Might work, but a commendation from me would carry a lot of weight. To earn it, you must do something commendable. There are 2 brothers, scoundrels of the Red Legion, named Osgar and Medgar Krast.
Aha!
Bring me proof you've dealt with them. I'll pay in coin and my good word.
That's right. That's right. It's not Brother Wolf who gives you the quest to deal with Osgar Krast, and now we know his brother. It's Ost or Dura of the Warsworn, an initiation quest. Ah, I knew he had some. I knew he had some importance. The Krast guy, that is.
We've had our eyes on those 2 for some time. Red Legion scum.
And one of them is
Both
dead.
Dangerous, but it may help to know Osgar favors the bow, while Medgar favors the spear.
A little late for Osgar, but Medgar, good to know.
We're fighters for hire. There are none better with steel, swinging it, or shaping it, and none held in higher regard.
I heard the crossbow.
Oscar hides somewhere in the woods north of here.
Found and
Edgar
killed.
was last seen east of his brother's camp. Bring me their Legion daggers, and I'll pay with coin and a commendation to join the order.
And accommodation. And in a moment after it's loaded, I will stop here for the night. I think I went a little bit further than I had originally anticipated, but it's still a good place to stop. Now, when this video gets uploaded, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna let it upload, then leave it be till later the next day, and just make my edits, revisions from there. Simply because it's late, I'm tired, and yada yada yada. So that's gonna conclude it for tonight, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you found this helpful, or if you enjoyed it. Oh, who am I kidding? There wasn't really much helpful here tonight. If you found it enjoyable, though, please feel free to give me a like, comment, and subscribe. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to do this every single day during the weekdays. It's between work and the gym, and eventually when I start going back to school again, because I want to get my bachelor's degree, it's going to make my life even busier. And even without the degree, it's already pretty busy as it is. So, we'll see what happens, but I think I'm going to make this a weekend thing, really. Ooh, before I forget. Also save. Just so I don't have to worry about it later. But I'll figure it out, and we'll go from there. And then, also when this is uploaded, if there's no description or anything, don't worry. I am going to edit it. Edit it. Just like I said, not right now. I'm tired. But I will catch you guys next time, hopefully for a longer video than this. Enjoy your days. And take care.